I just made the best twice baked potatoes.
I can't wait.
I'm greasing my hands on.
I can't wait. We should have done a cooking with Kelly, but we have one already.
I've already done my twice baked potatoes.
Oh yeah, you are
on Patreon. But I'm telling you right now, it's so good. One of our patrons wants to know what we try to look. I try to ask you, like, they wanted to know one of the recipes.
Oh yeah,
we need to write them down.
We do. We have to post that. Speaking of which, this week's Patreon is going to be awesome. We just interviewed a manifester, Jessica. Fascinating. You got to watch this week's Rick and Kelly show. This, though, is the Daily Smash for Thursday, January 9th, 2024. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
And we are in a different location because this is the only place in the house that looks normal.
Well, I don't know. Rick put this plant that was outside in here. I'm like, what are you trying to do? And he goes,
I was just trying to green it up. We're moving Saturday, okay? So we're surrounded by boxes, then more to box. My closet has not been touched. I have to pack everything.
My closet is so overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I get rid of things.
You do. You're very good at that.
And I can tell you, it's overwhelming. And I'm not going to have, in my beautiful closet that Rick built me, I'm not going to have enough room.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
That's just a thing just to tell me that I need to stop shopping.
Yeah, but we're also going to add some more hanging space for you. It's a work in progress. We can't expect everything to be ready when we get there. It won't be.
Well, it won't be. We're going to be living in a construction zone.
We are, but...
And everybody looks at us like we're nuts. Even our contractor was like, wait, what?
He's like, you're moving in here Saturday? But well, he's awesome, and they're getting so much done so quickly. The floors started in today on the ground floor, new floors. The paint is almost finished upstairs in that giant lofted living room, or high ceiling room.
I love, my girlfriend is a designer, and she did my friend Bob Olson's house, who's a billionaire here on Lido Island. He has an awesome house in Aspen, and
we sold that one for $38 million, I think.
So this might not be your taste, but it is mine, okay? And I just like that Timothy Oulton, dark, moody, beautiful. I'm going to make it super cool with furnishings. It's a vibe.
Like our desert house is a vibe. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, Pickleball Party Town is still available February, March, April. And if you don't rent it, that's fine, because we want to. But I just dropped the price for April it's $700 a night, but it's a 3-bedroom house, and April's the best time to be in the desert. Because
they have Coachella and everything else.
Yeah. It's $600 a night in February, $650 in March, but it's 28-day minimum. So get some friends, and you can rent the house, and we'll give you a discount for being a smasher. So reach out to, you can go to picklepartyhouse.com and find the link to the Airbnb. Or you can email me. I'm sorry for the dinging. I thought I turned that off. It's been nuts here, and I do want to spend a little time talking about the wildfires and last night.
Can we show our friend Layla Matheson, the one I told you about?
Oh my God,
Julie's video. Julie has a friend, Layla.
That was their house?
Yeah, remember with the gray hair? And everyone was like, oh my God, she's so pretty. And she's married to the General Hospital guy.
It looked like must have been an incredible estate.
Did you see it?
I saw the aftermath.
Oh my God.
I'll play it right now. It's heartbreaking.
It's so heartbreaking. I mean, this is somebody that we personally know. Like this.
Well, you met her. I don't think I met her.
Well, I hung out with her a couple times.
In Paris.
Paris, yeah. I was supposed to go clubbing with her, but then I felt like I was too old. It was like crazy. My girlfriend Nicole, we stayed at her house in Pacific Palisades, and Rick goes, "That's Nicole's building."
She calls it. She goes,
she goes, "My building that you guys stayed in is burnt to the crisp."
And I recognized it on a live shot on local news last night. This house was shaking. The winds here, and we're 50, 60 miles south of where the fires are. Our house was shaking with 40, 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and they were up to 99 miles an hour up north. And the stuff was rattling. There were weird noises. And we were up.
I was up all night. I was up all night long. My friend Nicole that lives in Santa Monica came here. I didn't even hear my phone. I must have had it on silent. It was crazy. Our friend Stacy and Adam, they wanted to come and stay.
They had to evacuate.
They went and stayed in a hotel.
Yeah.
It is just the most horrific thing. I mean, just imagine all of your home, like, and these are multi-million-dollar homes. And I said to Nicole that lives she lives in Santa Monica now, but lived in Pacific Palisades. I said, did you guys ever worried about fires? She's like, no, why would we ever? I'm like, well, in Laguna Beach, everyone worries about fires. Like, Laguna Beach is just like Malibu. You're always worried about fires.
This is a totally new thing for me.
And she said, yeah, and she's like, everything is destroyed in Pacific Palisades. And if you've ever been in Pacific Palisades, Rick Caruso made it so beautiful. He was trying to run for governor, but Gavin Newsom beat him out. This guy...
No, he was running for mayor of Los Angeles, right?
Oh,
Wasn't
that's
he running
right.
for mayor of Los Angeles?
Mayor.
And Karen Bass beat him, and Karen Bass was in Africa. She was in Ghana during these fires, knowing that 100-mile-an-hour winds were coming, knowing that everything was drier than dry, and that there was a high risk, high likelihood of wildfires, which your dad predicted.
So my girlfriend calls me. My girlfriend Nicole, she goes, I think it's staged. I think that this is done on purpose and blah blah blah. I go, do you realize my dad was just here and he said it is really dry here. There's brush everywhere. He said one bad Santa Ana wind and everything's gonna be destroyed. My dad said this.
Yeah.
He didn't say it once or twice. He said it like 3 or 4, 5. I don't know why.
He's wise.
But he said Santa Ana winds. I go, it was the Santa Ana winds that took those little embers, took it up, and it started making all these fires.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I loved how on your Newsmax show, on Rick's Newsmax show, he showed was it the chief of...
The LA Fire Department.
Can we show a picture of her?
Yeah, sure. She's the first openly gay female chief of the LA Fire Department. And great, good for her. Mm-hmm. But
we're all
diversity and DEI hires are one of her priorities. It's on her bio on the website. And she was really focused on making sure they hired a diverse... no, your focus should be on hiring the best firefighters. And your focus should be on making sure there's water in the fire hydrants. They don't have enough water. They ran out of water. They couldn't even put water on the fires.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know if that's her fault.
Well,
I don't know if it's Gavin Newsom's fault.
Who's in charge
If you're
here?
the chief, you should make sure that you have an adequate water supply, knowing full well that there could be wildfires because they happen all the time.
I'm sorry. I'm all about women being equal. I love women being equal.
Yeah.
But I went through a firefighting training, and it's like men, these transgenders trying to compete in women's sports. It's almost impossible to carry that stuff on and run up. Like, you have to it is so hard for a woman to do that. It is a man's, I think it's a woman's job because my girlfriend did it. And she did it, and she passed.
Oh, you can do it.
No, she
question.
passed.
But it's physically demanding.
It is kind of a man's job. I hate to say it.
Oh, you're going to get a lot of crap.
I'm sure I am. But I've tried it because my girlfriend Shelly Habits was in the fire department, and she said, come with me to one of these things and see if you could do it. Mm-hmm. And I'm in shape, and I've always been in shape, and I've always been athletic.
Yeah.
It is so hard to do. You can do it, of course, but it is probably one of the hardest things I've ever physically ever done.
I've done stories on that, on like the training facility, and I've participated in training for that. And it's intense. And just putting on that suit is intense.
You kind of got to be big, and strong and have endurance.
Well, we are safe here. Thank you for all who reached out to ask if we were okay. We're, like I said, 50 miles south of where the fires are.
Well, it was, Gina Kirchie.
But there was damage. I'll show you the tree.
Gina Kirchie just texted me.
Look at this tree that came down right up the street from us. Because I told you about the winds. They're huge tree. Looks like it's been there for a long time. What did Gina say?
Gina says 2 of our trees cracked right off the roots. Chloe's ex-boyfriend's house was taken by the fire, and they are in Italy. Yikes, no chance to grab a thing. It was so loud last night. It was so loud last night. I didn't sleep at all last night.
Here's a picture of her trees that came down.
That's just right up the street. She lives in Newport Heights.
Yeah, I just showed him the picture of the tree up the block. We got a lot done at the house we're moving into, and one of the other things we're going to show on this week's Rick and Kelly show on Patreon is some before and afters of our new home. So if that's something that interests you, I'm a DIY guy. I was painting a fence today at the house before I did my Newsmax show. We're going to put some of that on our Rick and Kelly show this week.
Well, it's just so sad. I mean, we have to thank God that we have what we have, that we are blessed, that we have a home.
We are blessed. And, like you said, the thought of losing everything, because when there's a fire, you have maybe enough time to grab an overnight bag or some valuables, but you can't grab all your photographs, all your paintings, all your favorite clothes, all the stuff that you've grown to love.
Well, what about the people that own their homes free and clear and that they don't have insurance? For instance, when you have a mortgage, you have to have insurance. You have to have insurance if you have a mortgage.
Yes.
So those people that own their houses outright, free and clear, they don't have insurance, they're screwed.
Well, I guess they have land value, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
In that neighborhood, the land value is there. But still, for me, it would be more about all the treasures that you've accumulated that you've lost forever. And I'm a pack rat. Kelly knows that. She gives me a hard time.
All those awards that you won
and
the artists and all your reporter notebooks?
But we all have stuff that we love, and it could be old photographs. It could be pictures that you'll never get.
Well, there's a cloud now. I'm talking about like heirlooms, like your grandmother's pearls or things like that.
I don't have any of my grandmother's pearls, but I get what you're saying. And
you have your grandfather's violin.
Yes, that would be
that you thought was $1 million.
That I thought was like the Stradivarius. I thought it was a Chevy. I thought it was a Rolls Royce, and it turned out to be a Kia.
What's it called? What is it called?
It's a John Juzek. It's from 1903 or 1907, and it has a one-piece back, beautiful violin.
Rick used to play the violin, if you guys didn't know.
I did, and my grandfather gave me one of his cherished violins, which I grew up believing was worth many, many thousands of dollars. And then I went into a violin shop here, and the guy goes, yeah, it's probably worth about $3,000, maybe $5,000, which is nothing to sneeze at. But it's not the $50 to $500 that I thought it was worth. I went back to the car. I was like, I got some bad news. Not that I was desperate for the money. I just was excited about what it was worth.
I would give that to one of your grandkids.
Do I have any?
I don't know. Ask her.
Is Jolie?
No.
Shosh?
No.
The other one?
The other one?
Speaking of which, we have some mail that I would like to read.
Okay.
I don't know why I said speaking of which. I want to read this from Leegi on Patreon. I am new to your Patreon episodes. Thank you for your entertainment. Love you both for your kindness, sharing your perspective. You don't always know how much your kind words can soothe someone, and your entertaining views can bring a smile to a person. You are bringing sunshine.
Aw, that is so sweet.
Isn't that nice?
That is so nice.
The thing about Patreon is we built a community there, just like we have here. But
you guys, honestly, I'm behind on reading your. I am, and I see that you guys have written. Someone asked where your book is.
Yeah. Oh, I took care of that.
Oh,
well, you did. I signed them and you mailed them this morning.
I mailed them, so I can't have a tracking number. So
the last 3 books that hadn't yet gone out have gone out.
Okay, good.
So thank you for helping me with that.
And then people asked what the recipe was for something. I had you look for it. You couldn't find it.
Oh, the meatballs.
The meatballs.
I got to ask Bryn. She'll find it. She's good at that.
Okay.
Ava, who I also delayed in sending books, finally sent them. She said, we received Rick's book in the mail. It's a great read. Thank you very much. I look forward to finishing it soon.
Well, nice? I want to read all these books.
That Jessica gave
I want to listen to them. I like that.
Audible?
I like Audible now.
Yeah.
Especially when we're on long trips, when we're going to Vegas. That's what we should do when we drive to Vegas.
Are we driving to Vegas?
Yeah, we should download those Audible books of manifestation that she told us to get.
Okay. Vicky P in Chicago, I prefer recorded shows, but okay with live. Grateful for the daily shows. And C. Nell said, miss the live watching now. That's the other cool thing. People can watch the lives later. Prayers for everyone dealing with California fires. I mean, we got a lot of those. A lot of those prayers. And then, Pearl Bubbles. I was going to read this yesterday. Rick, you have your own show. Why can't Kelly have her own? Kelly can do Monday by herself. Coffee with Kelly.
That's so sweet. My mom wants me to do it by myself, too.
She does?
She loves you.
What is that?
She does.
What does that mean?
But because I did a live by myself, and my mom said I did better by myself. But I feel more comfortable with you.
I'm sad. This is my sad face.
But my mom loves you. She just thinks I should do one day like that. Like,
do you want to do it by yourself?
Pearl Bubbles did.
Do you want to do it by yourself?
No. Pearl Bubbles.
You can tell the truth. You can be honest with me.
I don't want to do it, but it's easier having you, a sidekick, with me. Hello?
See, that's the thing. It's not easy sustaining 10, 15, 20 minutes or an hour of chit-chat when you're all by yourself. I did it when you were overseas with Jolie. It's even for me, a professional, was challenging.
I'm not a professional.
But you're very entertaining.
Thank you.
The thing about the lives is you can always go to the comments.
Right. That's what's fun, is reading your guys' comments. It's fun being interactive, I think.
Yeah. So we'll be doing more of those, including Friday, live Friday, 7 a.m.
Oh my gosh, she just wrote back. Vanessa Matheson just wrote back.
Madison.
Matheson.
Matheson?
Yeah, her husband was on General Hospital. Thank you, Kelly. Heartbroken. Oh my gosh. This is her house.
I mean, she lost what looked like an incredible home. Incredible.
Yeah, she's so cool too.
Were they living? That was their home that they lived in, right? Home. And her daughter goes to school with Jolie.
And I hung out with her like 3 times.
I mean, again, like everything else seems so
I told her she can come and stay with us if she wants, and she said thank you.
Everything seems so inconsequential and so minor compared to losing everything in a fire. It's so awful. And I mean, it happens in hurricanes.
Well, you know what? You have to look at it like this. Those things are just of monetary value. It's your life and your kid's life and your pets. You know, if you have those things, you can always rebuild again. You know, you having your life, having your health, having your, is your biggest wealth. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but if you got out alive, you got to thank God that your life is, people died.
So
like 5 people died.
No, they did. At least 5, as of right now, have died from these fires.
And could you imagine like all the animals that are in the forest and stuff that got burned alive? Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
This is the worst fire in the history of Los Angeles. The one that's going on right now in Palisades.
I mean, there was a big one in San Francisco in 1906.
Yeah.
1906 was huge.
That's right.
Took the whole
city
down.
I had an assemblyman, a former California assemblyman on my show on Newsmax tonight, Wednesday night. Democrat, by the way. Loved the guy. He was so interesting and smart and honest. He said he and his wife counted 220 some friends whose homes were lost in the fires. He knows 220 families.
Nicole knows 25.
25.
Nicole knows 25 families. 25. She sent me a whole bunch of videos.
I saw aerials today, videos of entire neighborhoods just smoking rubble. There's nothing left. It's so sad. So our hearts.
They need to invent a house that is fireproof in California. That's it. I don't know what that is. Steel, brick. I don't know. But they need to.
Why not have a sprinkler system that's
do.
triggered by fire?
They do.
That immediately starts dousing your property.
They do.
They have those?
Yes. Well, I don't know if they have it in here, but it was a requirement in Arizona.
I don't mean
just in
inside.
Arizona.
I mean outside.
They have
soaking everything.
They do. They have. They use. I don't see any here.
No.
In this $4 million piece of crap house on Leo Island.
Good riddance. I love living here.
I like the area.
The area is awesome. And I feel fortunate to be able to live here.
So my neighbor right here is from Arizona. We're going to go have dinner. I made dinner tonight. And I made twice baked potatoes, chicken, and arugula salad. And he said I was doing a purchase to buy this house. He said they wanted 2.9. He put it
when he started renting it.
Then they're like, nope, we want it at 3 point whatever. And now he's like, we can get 4.6. My next door neighbor. Mm-hmm. And these houses are legit tear downs. Tear downs.
And we're not saying that because we're anything, but we're realists. If you looked at this house, like the space is great, but everything's bad. Everything's old. We've had 6 leaks in the ceilings. There's so many issues with this, so many old pipes and old wires and all crap. And it's like the seawater takes a toll on homes that are close to the ocean.
And then someone called me a liar because I said my house in Breakers that I built, 4,500 square feet was 10 million. It is 10 million because I just looked. There's a house for 5,000 square feet on Breakers Drive for $15 million. Mm-hmm. It is worth that. These houses here in Corona Del Mar are out of control.
They're 2,000 to 3,000 a square foot.
And here on Lido Island too. They're all $2,000 to $3,000 a square foot.
Yeah.
I don't know how people have so much money. I don't get it.
There's a lot of money here in Southern California, that's for sure. Ridiculous amounts. We're going to leave it there because we have dinner planned, but we appreciate you guys so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. And we're going to have a live show for you on Friday morning.
Press that subscribe button.
7 a.m. Pacific, right here on the Rick and Kelly Show channel on YouTube.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Celenda has made this body better. Getting better with age, and it's because of this bad boy right here. This spoke in the wheel.
Minerals play an essential role in your body's functions. If you don't get enough, you can suffer a long list of health problems. But get the minerals you need and you can absolutely thrive. We used to get our minerals from the food we eat every day, but over-farming has stripped the nutrients from the soil. Crops grown decades ago were far richer in vitamins and minerals than what we have today. You'd have to eat 4 servings of broccoli to get the calcium 1 serving provided in the 1950s. And meat has just half the iron. Here's your solution. Soul Life mineral supplements, including Re-Kick, Reform, and Celenda. They're specially formulated to ensure your body actually absorbs the minerals and nutrients inside. Soul Life has been healing Canadians for years. Now we're proud to be exclusive partners here in America. Click on our link to get your Rick and Kelly discount on these amazing supplements that can change your life for the better.
Soul Life, the minerals you need.